Alright, let's try this again. Last night, I had the opportunity to see the tzaddik and hero of Israel, Jonathan Pollard. And I'll just say two short things, guys. I was overhearing him speaking to another gentleman. There was an intermission, we were just kind of like schmoozing. And he said that basically, he's been called many times to speak to people in what's called the Ramatkal, the top general, the brass, military brass of Israel. And also Bibi himself. He's spoken to Bibi himself a few times. And he asked Bibi, he's like, aren't you like the executive? Don't you have, essentially the final say? The buck stops with you, executive, I guess, power over the military, top brass. And Bibi said to him, no, I do not. There's times where they go with what I say, and there's times where they just completely ignore or do whatever they're going to do. So basically, that's that. So in case people are wondering, Bibi this and Bibi that, folks, I mean, you know as well as I do, we have people who are not doing things in the best interest of the Jewish people in our in the apparatus, in the long-standing apparatus of the general staff, of the military staff of Israel. These folks come from a long line of people who wanted what we would call the oh goodness gracious, who wanted what we would call the utopian, utopian fantasy, the utopian paradise. They wanted to build a utopian socialist paradise here in Israel, and they see that dream is crumbling. That socialist dream of them is crumbling, of theirs, and they see that the majority of Israel is people like the ones you're looking at in this shot, and people like myself, and just generally traditional right-wing or right-wing people, even if they're anti-religious, but they're traditional. They're anti-being religious. They're not anti-religion. They're anti-being frum, but they're traditional. So that's the majority of Israel. Like the government that you guys see today, the what is it called? The ruling coalition is so to speak, visual, at least aesthetic representative of what the population of Israel is, which makes the people who are running the army not happy. The people who are running the Histarut not happy. The people who are like kind of the scions of the people who founded this state. The state. I'm not talking about the country, but the state. Not happy. And so either they're gonna try to take it back with all their might, or they're gonna just dismantle the thing altogether. So right now there's probably a machloket over what to do on their end, but the point is, the current prime minister does not have the power that we think he has, no matter how you slice it. The second thing Pollard mentioned was about the Jews of the diaspora. Basically, he said, in short, there could be a Kristallnacht in America. People won't move a muscle. There could literally be a Kristallnacht, as if a man, and I thought about, the man that got killed by a bullhorn, by a Palestinian, smacking him with a bullhorn in the head in Los Angeles, accidental, on purpose, whatever it is, folks. The torched Fort Lauderdale shul, a bevy of attacks in shuls by gunmen. Folks, again, left wing or right wing doesn't really matter. Jew haters come in all political hues, shapes and sizes. So he said, if you're talking about families in France, 50,000 families in France, they're ready to go. Families in England, they're ready to go. Families in Europe see the writing on the wall with our cousins over there. They see it. They've been seeing it for the last 20 years. But if you're talking about America, they don't see it just yet. They see it certain pockets. Dearborn, Michigan, Patterson, New Jersey, Chicago, certain other places. But they don't. It's not imminent threat to them just yet. But folks, I mean, as you know, things can get hairy pretty quickly, and it doesn't even matter who's going to be elected president. You know, it doesn't really matter. People think, oh, Trump's going to come back and this and that, but my friends, you know, wishful thinking, as we know. Stein, exactly. Could be 1-2. Well, my friends, it's entirely possible that that could be my cue to wrap up this video. And, you know, what you're looking at in this shot, in this camera shot, is the future. It's the past, but it's also the future. The future informs the past. Your microphone works. How many tests do you need to do? Exactly, Yofa. Yeah, folks, it's the future. And the future cannot be stopped. The Geulah, as Rabbi Kessin likes to say, is unstoppable. Not only is it unstoppable, but it's also irrevocable, meaning it cannot be revoked. It's like a document that's already been kind of signed, sealed, delivered, and it cannot be revoked. Just like I was telling some family and friends today that, you know, October 7th was also, unfortunately, irrevocable. Hashem basically, I'm filming a video. Sirton. He's gonna wait until I stop filming. Lovely. All right. Anyway, so where was I? Yeah. So it's the future, guys, and it's irrevocable. And I'm just gonna have to move away. It's irrevocable, and folks, you know, I'm telling you something. Just a little interlude. I had like 10 guys. This never happened to me. I had like maybe usually 2 or 3 guys come up to me for tzedakah. I don't mind people coming up to me for tzedakah, but I had 10 guys. 10. And 2 or 3 of them came up like, you know, like somebody makes a beeline directly towards you. Not like, you know, like this kid came up kind of like to the side, you know, like, or you know, kind of like in a tactful way, sort of, not really, because, you know, he sees him making a video, but whatever. But 3 guys or 4 guys made a beeline directly towards me, at me, from like 50 feet away. Like literally, I could see him coming. You know, if I'm standing, you know, the top of the 3-point line at NBA court, and they're coming from the basket, that kind of distance, directly, or maybe like half court, directly towards me, asking me for tzedakah. And I'm saying like this, halavai, maybe I look like I got some cash, but I mean, looks can be deceiving, you know what I mean? So, but anyway, folks, this is the future, what you're looking at, and you know, it's irrevocable. Just like October 7th was signed, sealed, delivered, unfortunately, and it's irrevocable. The Geulah is irrevocable and unstoppable. And whoever tries to stop it, Moshe Feiglin, you guys, I don't know if you heard, he went on BBC and he said, you know, he said to this BBC British fruitcake, he said, you know, you should know. It was a 30-minute interview. He was talking about, you know, he was trying to tell the guy that there's no such thing as Palestinians. But he said one thing, which I never heard any Israeli politician or former politician say ever on any mainstream news outlet. He said, you should know, my friend, no matter what, I'm going to fight through this. No matter what, whoever, this is the Geulah. He said this on BBC. He said, this is the Geulah. Everything you're seeing happening is a biblical process. It's the Geulah. And you, with your lies, with your nonsense, with your canards, are on the wrong side of history. He said, you're on the evil side of history. And anybody stopping the Geulah is on the wrong side of history. He said that on BBC, my friends. I don't know how many people caught on to this. I don't know how many people saw this interview. It was like an audio, like one of these audio interviews. I don't even know if they wanted to put Moshe Feiglin's face on TV, but they were too afraid. But My friends, it's unstoppable, it's irrevocable, and it's coming. The question is it, like Pollard said yesterday and many other rabbis you've heard, is it going to come with a patch or with a kiss? That is up to us. That is up to us. So, hopefully, we won't need any more wake-up calls from Hashem, like October 7th, which for sure was a wake-up call. You can't say that that was not one element of it, despite the fact that, men did it and men allowed it. Some men did it and some men allowed it. But Hashem gave us a skama on the whole thing, on all the parts, on all the moving parts. Hashem gave His absolute approval, unfortunately. And now we're a little bit more awake. Not woke, but awake. And hopefully He won't have to do more other things or allow other things. Hopefully now we continue, and Zat Hashem, we should see only good things from here on in. Alright, friends. Tomorrow, maybe I'll make a video. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. But I haven't made one in a while, and figured I'd do something now that I'm here. And if I don't talk to you, Freilich Purim. Drink a lot, but not too much. And, try to get yourself to a place where you don't know the difference between Yahya Sinwar and Barack Obama. And for that, you don't even need to drink. Peace.